Have you ever pondered on the role water plays in the transportation of goods, people, and even microscopic organisms? As mundane as it may seem, the role of water in transportation is nothing short of fascinating. On the macro level, water transportation is a crucial part of global trade. Enormous ships traverse the world's oceans carrying everything from raw materials to finished goods. The size and capacity of these vessels are staggering, some larger than skyscrapers capable of hauling millions of tons of cargo. A single container ship can transport up to 20,000 standard containers, making water transportation an efficient and cost-effective way of moving goods on a large scale. The use of waterways for transport is not a recent phenomenon. Humans have been harnessing the power of water for thousands of years, using rivers, canals, and seas to move goods and people. The ancient Egyptians, for example, relied heavily on the Nile for transportation. Today, major cities like New York, London, and Hong Kong still depend on their ports and waterways for trade, tourism, and everyday commuting. Now, let's shrink things down and look at the micro level. Here, water's role in transportation becomes even more intriguing. In the human body, for example, water is the highway that allows nutrients, hormones, and oxygen to travel to different parts of the body. Water molecules also act as the transport medium for waste products, carrying them away from cells and towards the organs responsible for their removal. Even on a microscopic scale, water plays a vital role in transportation. Tiny organisms such as bacteria and protozoa use the water in which they live to move and find food. They have evolved various mechanisms, such as flagella and cilia, to swim against the water currents. In the plant world, water is the primary means of transport for nutrients from the soil to the leaves. Through a process known as capillary action, water containing dissolved nutrients is drawn up from the roots to the rest of the plant. This process is vital for the plant's survival and growth. In conclusion, the role of water in transportation is multifaceted and ubiquitous. Whether we're talking about massive container ships crossing the ocean or tiny organisms swimming in a drop of water, water is an essential part of the journey. Even within our bodies, water is the life-sustaining highway that keeps everything moving. In the grand scheme of things, water plays a pivotal role in global trade, connecting different parts of the world and facilitating the movement of goods on a vast scale. On a smaller microscopic level, water enables the transport of nutrients and waste products, not only within our bodies but also in the world of tiny organisms and plants. From the macro to the micro, water is a critical part of transportation, supporting life and trade on our planet in ways we often take for granted. So, the next time you see a ship sailing in the distance or take a sip of water, take a moment to appreciate the remarkable role water plays in transportation.